Welcome back to the channel. Y'all see the title of the video. I'm talking about Lauren Betts' little sister. Well, hey, she ain't so little because Shawty is 6'4", big body, and her game is really similar to Lauren. They are really identical. They look alike, kinda, and they play alike. And she obviously committed to UCLA, so she's gonna be playing with her big sister. That is dope. That is dope. And I really feel like they honestly can have the best front court duo in women's college basketball. Honestly. I know a lot of people might say, oh, she ain't played a game yet. That was high school, blah, blah, blah. But man, when you know, you know. And hey, men lie, women lie, but numbers don't. So let's just take a look at what Lauren Betts' sister, Sienna Betts, averaged throughout her high school career. Dominated. She played 105 games, averaged 19 points, 4 assists, 14 rebounds, 1.7 steals, and 3 blocks a game. She's so dominant, man. Again, 6'4" frame, a buck 75. Oh man. Teams are gonna have a problem in the low post. I wonder how that's gonna work. I really feel like the major difference between her and Lauren, because I know I just said they play alike because they really do. If you look at their games, she's like a real dominant post player. Okay, she excels in rim running. I feel like she does that better than Lauren. But in the way they dominate with their back to the basket, scoring in the low block, the way they read defensive schemes, they draw a lot of double teams because they're so dominant, and they both pass well out the post. Again, they know how to read the double teams really good. And they're really, really excellent passers out the post. And throughout her high school career, man, she was always in triple double range, game in and game out. She's a really good passer. That's how similar she is to her sister. And I'm telling you, teams are gonna have a problem guarding those two girls, man. The Betts sisters. They are going to dominate. UCLA is going to eat. So I saw this post on Twitter of the projected starting lineups. Carissa Walker, Kiki Rice at the 2, Gianna at the 3, Tamika Gardner at the 4, and of course Lauren Betts at the 5. And as we see, their bench players. Angela Dulajic, she's going to be back. Gabriella Jaquez was really good for them. And I'm still surprised that their, longtime player at UCLA women's basketball ball club, London Jones, dipped. She dipped out on there and went to the rival team. She went to USC. So that just goes to show you how, interesting it is with this, player freedom, player movement, even similar to the NBA. Back then, a lot of players didn't really get, like star players or even key role players, they didn't really get traded that often, like how they do now. Obviously there's so much mobility now, as we see in the NBA. We see so many stars and role players just going from teams to teams, always changing teams, and it's transferring over to the women's game. Okay, and as we see, London Jones was really good for them, really good shooter, and I like that fit for her at USC. But hey, I know Lauren Betts' sister, Sienna, might come off the bench for the first couple of games. But I'm telling you, if she is smart, if UCLA coach is smart, she should just make her start. Honestly, let's stop the gimmicks. Let's stop the gimmicks. I like Tamia Gardner. I think she was much better when she was at Oregon State. She's a true stretch big. She isn't a traditional post player. She likes to shoot. Most of her shots come from the perimeter. Okay, but man, we know Sienna's gonna cook. She is going to cook, and she dominated in that U19 World Cup women's basketball tournament that was going on. USA just cooked everyone. As you see, USA just won the U19 FIBA women's basketball tournament. They went 7-0. They didn't lose a single game, man. They was cooking. They was cooking everyone, and this team was stacked. Of course, Jazzy Davis, and y'all saw I did a video on her. That was the last video I just did. So check that out. To me, she's the best player coming out this class. True all-around game. I see no weakness in her game at all. But, man, Sienna did her thing. She did her thing in this tournament, man. Look what she averaged. 14 points, 10 boards, 1 assist. That's not that bad. Box score doesn't tell everything. Like I always try to tell people, the box score doesn't show the whole story. Because, man, she makes so many good passes out the post, just like her sister, Lauren. Man, I'm telling you, Sienna's really good. And look at that, 14 points on damn near 68% shooting from the field. She shot 58.7% from the field in this tournament. Really good score, man. Just really dominant in the post, man. In that low block. Yeah, she's going to be really good for UCLA. And I feel like she should start at the 4. Just put her at the 4. Start at the 4. Tamia Gardner, again, she was much better at Oregon. I'm not saying she's a bad player. Really good shooter, especially nowadays in today's basketball. You need some post players that can really stretch the floor. You're definitely going to need some spacing. And she is going to be, a key player for them. But, hey, just let her come off the bench. She can be the sixth player. She can be the main sixth player on the bench for this squad. She can shoot the ball really well. But, man, just that duo of Sienna and Lauren, the sisters. Sisters. The sisters just cooking on the block, man, is just going to be a beautiful thing to see. They are going to be the real Twin Towers on some Tim Duncan, David Robinson type-ish. You feel me? And, her ceiling is really, really high, dude. Her ceiling is really high. Let's just take a look at some clips, man, of Sienna training, and I'm going to show y'all some clips of her from the U19 tournament, some highlights. Look at her. Look at that move. You see the pivot? Look at the defense. Get that out of here. Get that out of here. And this is one thing I also wanted to mention. Look at her. Look at that block. That is another key difference between Sienna and Lauren, her older sister. I feel like she'll be able to play on the perimeter more offensively and defensively than Lauren does. Lauren is more, I would say she's not as mobile as Sienna. Okay, she just dominates, within close range. But I feel like Sienna, that's her biggest potential, in terms of her game, what she needs to work on. Because, again, she has the mobility, a better mobility compared to Lauren. So she can be able to play on the perimeter more. I would definitely say she need to work on that outside shot. Being able to stretch the floor. If she can stretch the floor and be able to shoot from the outside, can shoot the mid-range, can shoot from 15 foot out, and then add that 3-ball as well, man, she would probably be the best player. She would probably be the best player. And if you ask me, right now, I think the best player in women's college basketball, it might be Sarah Strong. But, hey, Jassy Davidson, y'all see my last video on her. I'm not going to, talk about it again here. But, dude, her ceiling is really high, man. Her ceiling is really high. But yeah, let's take a look at some clips, man. This is from turn off the music, bro. It was from July 13. Super dominant, man. Super dominant. And I feel like her game is really gonna translate to college, dude. Look at the defense. Yeah, this USA team was so stacked. I know they was gonna do a sweep. Man, I should have known. I'm lying. Get that out of here. Get that out of here. Man, Sienna's very cold, dude. I love her game, man. Look at that. Dominant in the post. She don't play with her food. She gets the ball. Bang, bang. Lay it up. See how she gets that wide base? See how she gets that wide base and just turns? Look at that. Boom, like a tornado. I call that the tornado, man. When she do that spin out the post. Look at that. What I told you, she's able to read the double teams really well, and she's a willing passer. That was a good kick out. Really good pass. Post fade. You saw how smooth that post fade was? I told you she's more mobile. Man, she's gonna be really good, dude. She's going to be really good. She's going to cook. And hey, I feel like she's gonna start. I already know UCLA. Coach might make her, come off the bench for the first couple of games. But man, I'm telling you, within at least the first 6 to at least I'll give it 5, 6 games. 5, 6 games, you're gonna see Sienna Best starting at the 4, and then her sister's one, of course, at the 5. And this team got a really, really good potential to go crazy, man. They got a really, really good potential. I think their ceiling really is the Final Four. Their ceiling really is the Final Four. They have to make the Final Four, honestly, because I feel like she's gonna definitely be one of the best freshmen. She's gonna be in that contention for Freshman of the Year with Jazzy Davidson. I think Jazzy Davidson is gonna win it because man, she's just so good. But I wouldn't be surprised if Sienna just ends up winning it. It just dominates. Okay, but hey, y'all tell me y'all thoughts and opinions about the Betts sister duo teaming up. Y'all think they're gonna dominate as well? I think they're gonna have a really good record. They're gonna have a really, really good record, and I think they're gonna make the Final Four without a doubt. That's my prediction because we all know they lost last year, and in the Final Four to UConn, and it was a blowout game, a really, really bad blowout. And hey, I don't think that will happen again, but we'll see. All right, again, tell me your thoughts and opinions. Like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned into my next video.